bonjour. Je m'appelle Emmanuel
Good
PERROTIN.
afternoon. I'm Emmanuel PERROTIN. I created a gallery 2 years ago without any resources, and it developed along the time. We are present in 9 several countries and continents. We train a team we form a team of 160 persons.
Bon, on arrête le playback.
So let's stop playback.
Prompteur au bang.
There is no prompter in Bang. It's the habit here.
Texte par cœur.
Everyone
Où je lis. Je ne suis pas
learns
très bon non plus.
the text by heart.
Revenons à notre sujet.
I'm not very good at
Je ne
that.
suis pas un philosophe.
But
Je ne suis pas
go
un
back to our.
Je suis
Like,
marchand.
I'm
Galeriste d'art.
an intellect. I'm
Aujourd'hui, je vous parle de vérité.
merchant,
Sujet qui nous touche de plein fouet.
based on
Parce qu'il nourrit beaucoup de
contemporary
caricatures
art.
autour de notre métier.
I'd like to
Faut
talk
distinguer deux réalités du marché.
because
Deux types de marchés.
caricatures. There are
D'un côté, le premier marché.
two different types of markets. First, the galleries representing the living artists and proposing
De l'autre, le second marché.
their work, and
Marchand qui
on the
achète
side,
des œuvres
the,
destination pour les revendre.
the merchants
Le métier se situe entre les deux.
paying the work in
Qui a ajouté à son
consignation
périmètre
to
les
sell
activités
them.
de second marché. Peut-être que mon habitude
I
de
mean,
pratiquer la vérité ne m'aide pas
maybe
toujours à être très
to
efficace
practice
dans le
truth,
second.
me
Le second marché
to
souffre
being
d'une mauvaise réputation,
very
parfois justifiée.
active in the second market. It has a bad reputation, sometimes a bit
Ou l'état de
right.
conservation. Prix déconnecté de la réalité du marché.
Prices are disconnected
Promesse
from the
entendue s'avère fausse. Cette œuvre n'a jamais
promises are never
Elle
held.
est en parfait état.
This
La
work
provenance
has
est
never circulated in perfect condition.
l'image du marchand malhonnête. Je n'ai
Typically, the image of the
seule série télévisée
dishonest merchant, and I have never seen
davantage ses dérives.
in a film the image of a merchant doing his job honestly.
Garantie. Par convention, la galerie et l'artiste se
By
partagent
convention, actually,
mais là aussi,
the gallery and the artist share by the price by 50%. But our business model is very fragile. The costs are huge for the storing cost, the exhibitions, the addition of. For example, some have difficulties and hide their situation to the artists,
masque des ventes,
delay the payments, and
finissent par détruire ce
hide the sellings, little lies that end up
omerta.
being wrong for the ones practicing them.
Pas leurs artistes
We have to restore some truth. There are some galleries that don't pay their artists on time and sometimes close without even paying them. We often close our eyes, like denial of the difficulties of this market. However, it's very destructive for the artists and our whole ecosystem.
Cependant qu'il s'agit d'une minorité
But let's precise that it's a minority acting like that,
de tous ceux qui
and that it shouldn't mask the efforts of all those who practice their job with honesty.
Le constat explique notre mauvaise réputation.
This observation explains our bad reputation. In the opinion, we are too often compared to speculators.
Ces dernières années, la transparence
And however, lately, the transparency has been so strong with a whole list of the sellings we have
exerce une
strong regulation, and organisms like TrackFin organize a constant
marché de l'art et le
control. And partly,
on nous critique comme jamais.
it's at the moment where we have the strongest regulations that we are the most criticized.
Ce serait mentir de prétendre que nous disons toujours la vérité.
Of course, we are not perfect. It would be lying to say that we are always telling the truth.
Trop sensible.
We have to lie because some realities are too complex or too to tell them. And with 160 employees, we don't have the guarantee that everyone will follow
J'ai
strictly.
jamais connu de problème majeur.
I've never had major problem. By definition, I cannot know everything.
Placer la vérité au cœur de
I've always wanted to put
même créer des
truth in the middle of my work, at the heart of my work.
cette idée.
And we have even created trainings to repeat this idea. Lying is like cocaine. It's a victory on the short term, but a drama in the longer term.
Difficile, éviter
Telling the truth, even if it's inconvenient, it's the key of our job.
beaucoup d'œuvres.
During the pandemic, we have sold many pictures based on pictures, many work of art based on pictures. because they trusted us, and this trust has been confirmed again recently. While other sectors of luxury are under crisis, our buyers keep buying, showing that our market is based on more solid basis than the opponents are saying. If the majority were only speculators, they would have left us for a long time. After all, the only good news from the situation. The reality is that when we sell a work of art, it doesn't lose half of its value, like contrarily to most of the produced elements. But it's not really always a good investment. Because after all, a work of art is not only a placement, it's only a question of taste. And this is the value of it, the value of the gallerists. This is what has made the value of the gallery: supporting, discovering, transmitting, supporting. Here, the talents are mixed. I've chosen personally, it would be lying to say that I've chosen personally all of the artists appearing in my gallery. It's often my teams who are doing that now, and I'm now in the situation where they were before, where they didn't necessarily choose themselves an artist, they had to support them. My teams are the central element of the development of this gallery. After all, our job is to defend the reality of the artist. Each artist has his own vision of the truth, with his universe. Our role is to bring this reality to the public. It is to make live the artist. This is why this job is so difficult, but also so interesting. Of course, there are still abuses that are bad for our reputation, but most of them do their jobs with a lot of honesty. And it's a real commitment. And in our job, like in many others, it's not only a value, but also the key to trust and then to our survival. The artists are a light in the storm, and we have to support them.